Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious fluffy chocolate mousse. This recipe completely takes me back to my childhood when we used to eat those little pots after dinner. And since changing my diet, I've never found anything that's quite so fluffy and delicious. But I think we're pretty close with this one. So all you're going to need is some coconut milk, raw cacao, and a little bit of honey just to sweeten it. So I'm going to be using this coconut milk from a brand called Biona. And the reason I choose this is because it doesn't have any emulsifiers in it, which mean that the solid part separates from the water in the can, which means that we can just scoop out the top and use that to make our mousse. So we're just going to open it up. And you can see that it's completely solid on top. So we just take our spoon . So you want to get all of the solid bits out. And you can leave the water in the fridge and use it for a smoothie or something tomorrow morning. It's really delicious, but we just don't need it in this recipe. And you're just going to start to mash it down a little bit. Mine's quite cold, so it's really solid. But perhaps if yours is a bit more room temperature, then you won't need to do this part. But you're just trying to find that kind of cloud-looking texture. Perfect. And then the next thing we're going to do is add our raw cacao. So depending on how you like your chocolate, you can adjust the proportions of cacao and honey. If you like dark chocolate or a really rich flavour, then you can add extra cacao. But if you prefer something sweeter, you're more a milk chocolate kind of person, then you can add a little bit of honey. I'm going to go for about 1.5 or 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw cacao. And then a small teaspoon of honey. Wow, this is super sticky. And then you're just going to use your spoon or a fork to start to mash everything together. And it might take a few minutes, again, depending on the temperature of your coconut. The colder it is, the more solid it is, and the harder you have to work for your dessert. So you can pop this in a blender, but what you want to be aware of is that when it blends, it starts to heat up slightly and you lose some of the texture. So I prefer to do it by hand. And then when it's all done and looking really delicious and creamy and chocolatey and amazing, we're just going to put it into a bowl to serve. And then I'm just going to put a strawberry on the top. You can put coconut or berries or whatever you fancy, or it's absolutely delicious just as it is. And we'll give it a try. That was absolutely delicious. It's perfectly rich, a little bit sweet, completely takes me back to my childhood, but something that would be perfect to serve at a dinner party. I love it. If you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more, please remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.
I'll brave the winter wind.